It's possible to go too far. Of all the things where people say someone went too far, it's Jasmine Crockett calling Governor Abbott Hot Wheels. Even The View can't support that action.
Should not have made the comment at all.
You know, you should leave that stuff to the Canadian.
This was beneath her. Yeah. She's just too good for this.
I agree with that because I respect her, but it's just never okay to mock someone's disability.
Yeah, I admire Jasmine Crockett. I do think she's an effective messenger.
This is why I try not to rip on The View, the ladies, their actual disabilities. I think it's mean to make fun of The View's disabilities, and they're obviously disabled. Welcome to the Doug channel.
I think this was a mistake, and I think when you make a mistake, you have to own it.
She's too good for this. Fox News contributor and senior writer for the Washington Examiner, Joe Consa. What's your name? Joe joins me now. What does it say, Joe, when you've lost The View?
Oh, it says a lot. I'm not sure she lost The View completely, Todd.
Okay.
I mean, when they said that, you know, she was beneath making such a comment, or when I hear, oh, she's a good messenger, or, you know, she's somebody that I respect. Sonny Hostin said that. No, she doesn't deserve even that right. I mean, this new AOC, who is Jasmine Crockett, all I know is that she said just last week that all she wants for her birthday is for Elon Musk to be, quote, taken out, unquote.
Yeah, she's not even close to reasonable. I don't want to normalize Jasmine Crockett at all, other than she's normally bizarre and normally violent as a Democrat and normally vapid, like she's all performance art, all the affectation and all the kind of ghetto mannerisms and no substance. She's getting the news now because she's making these threats to Elon Musk, and then she makes fun of a disabled guy. That actually shows that she's not making progress with policy. She's not actually doing what she's supposed to be doing as a leadership in government. And in a way, I think it's kind of good because she's destroying the Democrats and then she's not putting forth policy.
Or when she said just recently that Ted Cruz needs to be smashed over the head hard, this is a very dangerous and very unserious person who deserves zero respect. And the fact that The View kind of tried to couch it like, yeah, you shouldn't make fun of the guy in the wheelchair who's been in there since he was 26 years old when he got hit by a tree. That's a 100-0 issue. They had to say that. But the fact they couched it was bothersome because Jasmine Crockett deserves no respect or no gravitas at this point based on the things she said just in the last week, for instance.
Yeah, that's a good point. Our own Hillary Vaughn sort of confronted Crockett, if you will, on the Hill. Watch this.
Okay. All right.
I put out a statement regarding that.
You didn't apologize.
I put out a statement. Why would I apologize when I put out a statement? My statement was clear.
But you didn't apologize for calling him Governor Hot Wheels when he gets around in a wheelchair.
I don't know how that's offensive. I don't understand
who have a disability.
You need me to repeat this to you.
Right, but why won't you apologize?
I put out a statement.
It didn't have an apology.
So read my statement.
I did read it. It didn't have an apology.
She's just going to keep repeating, read my statement, read my statement. She's going to say, why don't you apologize? It's not that hard to say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'm sorry, not a good use of words. But she's going to keep going, just read my statement. Why don't you read my statement?
Okay, well, I'm done. You don't.
I mean, no apology there whatsoever, Joe. I look at that and say Crockett can dish it out, but cannot take it.
Does she look apologetic? No. She's happy with the statement. She stands by that statement.
Your reaction?
No. And by the way, why is Hillary Vaughn the only reporter putting a microphone to her to ask the question, well, why didn't you apologize? She didn't apologize. She said, oh, Governor Hot Wheels, I was actually talking about the governor sending illegal immigrants to cities that had black mayors. Like, no, you weren't. And she's made that comment in the past, too, by the way, about Governor Hot Wheels. So, yeah, she cannot take it. And the fact that Hillary Vaughn is the only reporter. Where's Caitlin Collins? You know, she seems to want to really ask a lot of questions when she's, interrupting. So I don't know where like CNN is or NBC or all these other outlets. Jasmine Crockett should have 10 reporters around her asking her to explain herself. And
this is actually a safe one for the media to jump. You have permission to go after Jasmine Crockett and just condemn her for the words and really grind her in the ground. And CNN would look like they were being even on both sides. MSNBC would look half human. Instead of 100% troll, they'd look only, 75% troll. If they just went after Jasmine Crockett and go, look, we condemn you for not apologizing. You should apologize. I like seeing reality played out. I like when people actually have an accurate view of who Jasmine Crockett is. So I don't even like all the fake apologies and the posturing. I don't want her off the hook because we know what she really believes and how she really talks. She's trying to normalize this kind of super hyper crazy political all attitude. It's a mockery, really, of our government and of our Constitution and of the people that put her in office. It makes them look dumb. The people of Texas who voted for this woman, you're dumb.
Obviously, that's not happening.
Well, Joe, they don't want to offend their potential contributor when Jasmine Crockett runs for Senate in the great state of Texas and loses by 40 points, after they actually need a job. And
yes, run her. Run Jasmine Crockett for Senate and have her lose by 40 points. That would be the best thing to come of this, guys. Don't stop her. Let her cook.
I don't want to offend potential talent, quote unquote. The CEO of NPR was asked about how the outlet covered up the Hunter Biden laptop story. Yeah.
I'm going to dump out of that and just go to this one of Gutfeld and Tyrus on Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett still conceals the meaning of Hot Wheels. The Texas congresswoman still won't apologize over making fun of Texas Governor Abbott's disability. Here's what she said that kicked it off.
We in these hot-ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Big smile, big happy. Guy in a wheelchair is Governor Hot Wheels. Look at her. This is, this is when you have all your people on your side with the confidence of a good audience, and you'll say stupid stuff if you're not careful. This is in Los Angeles.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot-ass mess, honey. So,
oh, my. And this is a human rights campaign. Human rights for who? What human rights are they talking about? That equal sign down there? Probably not people in wheelchairs, not conservatives anyways. I just want to call everyone that she wants to protect in that human rights campaign. Ukraine, trans people. I just want to be able to refer to them with the same level of respect that you paid to Governor Abbott and defend calling him Governor Hot Wheels. And let's see how long I'd be allowed to stay on any social media platform.
Now, she claims that she wasn't talking about Abbott's wheelchair at all. Yet she's mentioned Abbott's wheels before. In 2022, she posted Beto's rolling around the state. Where's Abbott rolling to? And according to the Washington Free Beacon, Crockett also liked several Facebook comments referring to Abbott as Hot Wheels back in 2021. But is Jazz having an identity crisis? This is her now.
it's Ted Cruz. I mean, like, this dude has to be knocked over the head, like, hard.
Knock him over the head hard. I'm wearing my yellow jazzy outfit. Jazzy Jasmine out. Look at that. That is some big shoulders on that yellow suit coat.
Right? Like, there is no niceties with him.
And to be clear, free speech is not about whatever it is that y'all want somebody to say. And
That chow wants somebody.
the idea that you want to shut down everybody that is not Fox News is bull. We need to stop playing because that's what y'all are doing in here.
But wait, this was her before she went to D.C.
It's good to see you in the new year.
Holy smokes, she's speaking English. This is my favorite quote. This tells you everything you know about Jasmine Crockett's entire career. Before she went to D.C., this is her normal voice, just to show you that this is all trying to gin up the black ghetto followers of hers. This is her normal voice, and it's actually much easier to listen to.
You know, no one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress. It's just not what my plan was.
That's in 2022, guys. This is a 3-year complete personality shift. And I know she's making fun of Abbott's disability, but I wonder what happened to her to cause her personality change. Sometimes if people have a stroke, they can completely change their personality. So again, I got to be careful not wanting to make fun of her special needs.
But what I've always decided is that I would step up when there was a need.
Tyrus! I come to you for no particular reason. Can you please explain to me what happened happened to that young, smart,
I'll take it from there, Gus. I'm going to explain to you what happened.
Okay.
Same thing that happened on this show.
Yes.
She got the job. That was the get the job voice. Remember when I first met you? Good evening, Gutfeld.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. It's a real pleasure to be here. Oh, cool. Once I got the job, what it is, let's crack jokes. So that's all it is. That's all it is. You know, it's just you gotta to get the job. You know, you gotta leave the Negro at home and do the what it is afternoon, and then once you get in, you can say whatever you want to say. Listen, everyone talks different with their crew and their people. Everyone has a different way of talking when they're with other people or whatever. She's too comfortable. And she thinks she's clever when she does that. But here's the cold part. Somebody's writing that for her.
Yeah.
That's why she had to remember and look back, because apparently Hot Wheels she thought was going to be someone thought it was a wonderful joke and it was going to do well. So she set it up, but she doesn't read good because she's like, and this, and then she said the Hot Wheels, and as soon as she said it, it didn't get the reaction that she thought it would. So then she paused again. So again, when you have people write, this is why when white people write black slang, weird happens. Yeah. And this is what happens. Well, like if I wanted to get ethnic on somebody, I wouldn't call Joe and be like, "Hey Joe, write me some hood." No offense, Tyrus. I get right to it. Gee Willikers, that's not the guy.
I feel like I'm looking at another culture. This is why Tyrus is helping translate for white people and say, this is how you get a job. You talk one way with your crew, you get all hoodie, and you don't have white people writing that dialogue. You know, I guess I learned something today. I wish I knew what I learned. I don't understand why. Why do you have to talk one way to one ethnicity to another? Do I talk all white? I've taught at Houston Baptist University with a bunch of white people. And I don't go over there and start talking about, the incalculable meaning of the mind, where you talk elite speak. And then I'm also from the country, where I can go to the San Joaquin Valley and hang out with my farmer friends. And I don't go wing, mow, bow. What's Keith Urban and doing? How about Hank, why do you roll smoke? Oh, that man in black, we got some. Hank Williams Jr. It's garbage. It shows that you're fake. It shows that you're not comfortable who you are. And it's also very jaded because it means like if I talk a certain way with all of you, you'll be on my side instead of the content of what I have to say. And that's my giant rant. I'm Doug.